Wow, so YouTube just deleted the entire Health Ranger channel. 1,700 plus videos just exterminated, wiped out in an instant in the latest acceleration of censorship by YouTube. This is what I've been warning about. I find it interesting that YouTube did this just, I think, 2 days after I called for government regulation of YouTube for violating the First Amendment rights and the civil rights of people like you and me. And then YouTube goes and does this and proves it. And of course, they have no justification for this. They have no actual reasons, except for the fact that they just don't like what you're saying. They don't like the politics of your speech. They don't like you questioning the status quo. They don't like you, whatever, fill in the blank. They don't like it. But you're not violating anything, really. You're not, we're not calling for anybody to be killed. We're not engaged in racism or discrimination or attacks on people because of their religion or race or anything like that. We are, of course, one of the leading voices of independent media. And we're calling for freedom of speech. We're calling for free speech to be protected. And that is just so offensive to YouTube. Because again, YouTube is run by a bunch of left-wing lunatics, a bunch of libtards, a bunch of totalitarians at heart. And they know they can't win any argument. They can't win any debate. All they can do is silence their opposition. And so that's what they have done. Now, it's going to take me a couple of days to get this podcast published because it's a weekend as I'm recording this. So who knows? YouTube might restore the channel or they might never restore it. See, that's the thing. It's their power, their control. And we, the people, we have no due process, right? There's nothing that we can do to defend ourselves against this. There's no chance to legitimately appeal it. It's up to the opinions of the censors, who we've learned recently include the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, which is a left-wing hate group. And by the way, the entire Democrat Party at this point, at its leadership level, is a hate group. That's what they push. That's what they invoke, is hatred, censorship, tyranny, totalitarianism. This is what they stand for. And this is the perfect demonstration of that in action. The fact that they would shut off the Health Ranger account. Again, over 1,700 videos shut off, terminated without any real reason. I think that, a couple of things come to mind. First of all, we're launching an alternative to YouTube. It's called Real.video. And you can go there now. You can request an invite. It is going to be a place where we host videos for content creators who are the kind of people being censored by YouTube, which I guess now includes myself, but many other people. Anybody who loves America, anybody who is pro-Second Amendment, anybody who loves the Bill of Rights or the Constitution is being targeted and censored by YouTube. And it is outrageous that they're doing this, of course. This is following in the footsteps of Google censoring naturalnews.com. Not long ago, what was it? Maybe a year, less than a year? I don't remember exactly. But they yanked the entire naturalnews.com domain out of the Google search engine just by flipping a switch. And they made up a complete BS technical reason for that we found was completely false. Their reason was that there was an unapproved third-party ad on a blog page on the subdomain of Natural News called blogs.naturalnews.com. And from that, they blacklisted the entire site for 6 days. And now, why are we not surprised that Google, once again, via YouTube, has shut down the entire Health Ranger channel? Because Google is run by tyrants. YouTube is run by tyrants. These people are dangerous totalitarians. They despise free speech. They despise the Second Amendment. They despise everything that you value in a free society. And that's why they're dangerous. So we're going to do a couple of things on this. Of course, we're going to rally people to the new video website, which is, of course, real.video, as I mentioned. And we're also going to protest YouTube. And I may be involved in legal action against YouTube for violating my civil rights, because this is what they've now done. They just pulled the trigger. They just decided to, delete my entire channel. They didn't just delete. The last strike that they put on was for a video that was 6 years old. Yeah, they went back to the year 2012 and they put a strike on a video there where I had interviewed an author named Jim Fetzer. And I'd interviewed him because his book was banned by Amazon. And his book was banned because in his book, he theorizes that, I think it's called Nobody Died at Sandy Hook. So he's saying in his book that Sandy Hook was a total hoax. Now, what's interesting about that is I never endorsed the book. I simply said that, hey, this guy has a right to speak. Like anybody else, he's analyzing it and he's got some interesting information. And to many people, it's quite compelling. But why is Amazon.com banning his book? When Amazon sells all kinds of other crazy books, insane books, even pro-Hitler books. You can find pro-communism books, pro-Stalin books all over Amazon. Amazon's not afraid to sell books that celebrate mass murderers, in other words, like Stalin and Hitler and Mao and so on. Amazon has no problem with that. But they have a problem with this guy, Fetzer, saying that in his analysis, nobody died at Sandy Hook. They're going to ban the book. And then I interview him, and then YouTube, 6 years later, bans my entire channel after putting a strike on that video interview that I did with Jim Fetzer. So, go figure. You know what? There are no coincidences here. YouTube is out of control. It is a total rampage. Now, where is this going? If we don't fight back against this and turn this around, the big picture here that YouTube, Google, Facebook, and Twitter, they are banning all conservative voices as a run-up to the 2018 election. They want to make sure that Republicans lose big and Democrats win big so that they can impeach Trump. And that is their strategy to defeating Trump in 2020, which is also their strategy for taking away the Second Amendment. So follow the chain here. YouTube and Google and Facebook, they're censoring everybody, but especially YouTube right now. They're censoring all conservative voices, ultimately leading to them stealing away, destroying your Second Amendment rights by destroying your First Amendment rights first. These are tyrants. These are crimes against the United States of America. That's why I think that the executives of YouTube should be arrested. These people are defrauding the United States of America. They are interfering with the elections, and they're doing it by selectively silencing conservative voices. And that's why they are so incredibly dangerous. And that's why they must be stopped, and that's why they must be defeated at every election. And that's why we have to have alternative services such as Real.video that I'm launching soon in order to provide a free speech place for people who love America, people who are pro-liberty, people who want to tell the truth about analyzing a false flag shooting or a mass shooting or a crisis actor event of some kind. People need to have a place where they can analyze it and render their analysis. But YouTube obviously is not that place. YouTube hates freedom of speech. YouTube believes that they have the right to silence people with whom they disagree. But make no mistake, this is the opening salvo of an actual civil war to take over America. They're silencing all conservative voices first so that they can overrun this country and take away all the guns and install their totalitarian leaders in office, get rid of Trump. Ultimately, they want to lock up all conservatives. This is so incredibly dangerous what they're doing, and it is criminal, and it is fraud. It is fraudulent criminal interference with elections. And that's why, members of Congress, if you don't step in and do something, members of the Senate, you better step in and do something, and you're going to lose the whole country. You're going to lose the election. You're going to lose the presidency. You're going to lose the Senate and the House, and then, of course, the Supreme Court after that. You're going to lose your whole country. And I don't know why it is that Republicans aren't willing to fight back against this kind of stuff. But it just seems like they're just standing around doing nothing. Like, where's Jeff Sessions on this? Where the hell is Jeff Sessions? Jeff Sessions is running around doing nothing to defend America against the frauds and scams of the Obama administration and the radical left-wing regime that he once controlled. Jeff Sessions should be all over this. He should be sending agents into the offices of YouTube and Google and Twitter and Facebook and demanding their records of censorship and how they've targeted conservative sites for selective censorship. And there should be people marched out of there in handcuffs. They need to be arrested. And that's the only way that you got to fight these people. You can't reason with them. You can't negotiate with them. You certainly can't bow down and beg them. What you have to do is you have to fight them and you have to defeat them. That's how dangerous the left has become, and the technology giants, that's how dangerous they've become. We have entered an era of extreme danger by the totalitarian left, and they will stop at nothing until they manage to carry out first a takeover and then mass imprisonment and some executions of conservative people. And that's what they want. It's a kind of a communist takeover / cultural revolution attempt by the deranged lunatic left. And I'm starting to, it's hitting me just as it has hit many other people. And I've been speaking out about this for a long time. And it's hitting me directly with banning the Health Ranger channel, the entire channel, again, over 1,700 videos. This is what tyranny looks like. When they ban my channel, it's almost like it's a red flag. I mean, this is that they will not allow me to have a voice. And, they've banned my website before. Now they're banning the YouTube videos, and who knows else what they're doing. Facebook has already penalized the website quite extensively. They've driven our traffic down to almost nothing, even though we have over 2 million likes on Facebook. Maybe it was like 2.5 million. I don't remember the exact number, but it was over 2 million. And I don't know how many on YouTube, but we had like 350,000, I think, subscribers or something in that range on YouTube. So that's lost now too, because YouTube has terminated the channel. And I'm sharing all this publicly because I want you to know how dangerous they are. It's almost, in a way, it's fascinating that they're confirming what I've been saying. I've been out there talking about beware of these left-wing totalitarian libtard tyrants. They are dangerous. They're going to shut off your free speech. They're going to steal your First Amendment. And I remember, a year ago, some people were saying, no, you're just making it up. You're exaggerating. That's never going to happen. And now here it's happened. Here it is. It happened today. And they're coming for you next. That's the thing. That's what you got to understand. They came for me today. They're coming for you tomorrow. There will be no one left to speak out for you if we don't stand up now. And I've been calling for people to stand up for quite a long time, and I've been talking to other leaders in the independent media who are suffering the same issue. They banned Jerome Corsi of InfoWars for a while, but then they turned his channel back on. They've banned, I don't know, did they ban Activist Post for a while? I think they did. Maybe that's even still on. I'm not exactly sure. But they've been banning channels left and right because they cannot tolerate individuals, again, having the right to speak. The left is dangerous. The tech giants are dangerous. They need to be regulated. And we need a multi-billion-dollar class action lawsuit, by the way, against these individuals, against these companies. So if anybody out there is interested in my participation in your class action lawsuit, definitely contact me, because we can now document the damage that has been done to us by YouTube in their discrimination or their violation of my civil rights. So this is exactly what's happening. We need to take it to them with lawsuits. We need to take it to them with regulation. And we also need to take it to them with alternative competing video services that increasingly will render YouTube obsolete. So none of this surprises me. I thought that things are going in this direction. That's why I've been warning about it for so long. But it's still a wake-up call for all of us to realize, holy crap, these people are incredibly dangerous. They are dangerous. They are out for blood. And ultimately, they want to kill. They want to kill all conservatives. Make no mistake, the silencing of your free speech rights is just step one toward a mass killing that they want to carry out against you. They silence you. They want to take away your guns, and then they want to commit a purge, a mass killing, a mass arrest kind of purge. And that's what's coming. That's what they're attempting to do. So have no illusions of where this is all headed. It's going to be an epic battle against evil as we fight these Google evil overlords, you might call them. The Orwellian, I don't even know what you call it. The Orwellian internet demons. They're just saturated with evil, and they will destroy your rights, and they will destroy your life and your livelihood at every opportunity. And they're doing it now systematically across the board for all conservative websites and all conservative channels. It's incredible. So, of course, you can read my ongoing coverage of this at naturalnews.com. I also encourage you to hear my podcast at healthrangerreport.com. At the same time, check out my new video site called real.video, and it's going to be a video hub, a community for all of us who are being censored by YouTube. And join me in calling for the arrest of YouTube executives and for class action lawsuits against YouTube and Google, as well as joining me in voting against Democrats at every election, because they are dangerous, they are tyrants, they will destroy your rights as they have done mine. They're coming for you next. Make no mistake. Have no hesitation. This is their plan. Just silence all of their political opponents and then stage a bunch of false flag shootings and then take away your guns and impeach Trump, take over the White House, then abolish the Second Amendment, and then unleash the police state all across America. And at that time, you will have no voice left to speak out because you will have been silenced on every platform that the tech giants control. This is their plan. This is why they're so dangerous. Share this podcast everywhere. I appreciate you listening. My name is Mike Adams, Health Ranger, the latest victim of YouTube totalitarianism and censorship that we will continue to fight. Thank you for your courage and your support. Take care.
Learn more at healthrangerreport.com.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.